Hey Google, what's a freeloader?
A freeloader is someone who exploits chances to get free stuff whenever possible.
Yeah. You see the title of the video, your girl is back again with another story time. If you're to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even have to say anything because you know what's up, I know what's up, we know what's up, and that's on what? That's on period. And Mary had a little lamb. As y'all can see by the title of the video, today's video is going to be about a freeloader. But before we get into today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor. So let's go ahead and jump into that and then we'll come back into the story time. Before we get into this video, I do want to give a huge shout out to Poizon for sponsoring today's video.
Make sure y'all use my code Asia to get 10% off the entire site.
Y'all are probably like, Asia, what is Poizon? I never even heard of them. But y'all, they have some of the best competitive prices when it comes to sneakers, bags, accessories, apparel, toys, anything you need, they have it. So I'm gonna show y'all what I got today. And I shop online a lot. And compared to a couple of other retailers that I have got my shoes from, they definitely offer some of the cheapest prices. And it's seamless, y'all. They have a very seamless verification process. Y'all are probably wondering what this is right here. They also have free authentication verification before you buy anything on their website. You can buy a purse, a shoe, a bag, anything you buy on there, y'all, is going to get verified for free. And it's a very simple process. The only thing you have to do is take photos of the item that you bought, and then they'll email you back letting you know if it's a real or fake. So I love that. It's a super simple process. I'm a dunks queen. Y'all know summer coming up and your girl gonna be very much outside this summer. So I end up getting these dunks right here. And y'all, this is low-key my first time seeing these shoes. Like, these are bomb. Like, really, really cute. They look exactly like the picture. I can tell that these are real. Y'all, they even have that new scent, that smell of a new shoe. Like, these are bomb. These right here were $150. Definitely affordable compared to other competitors. And again, you know that it's real because they offer a free verification for all the products that you buy. And I'm gonna tell y'all a favor. I'm gonna throw my little 10% discount code in there. Use code Asia in all caps to get 10% off. And I'm gonna try these on for y'all because I'm excited. Like, this is my first time getting a dunk in a while. I haven't been shoe shopping in about a minute. And y'all, these are bomb. I'm wearing these tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm wearing them. Do y'all see these? Do y'all see how bomb these look? Real cute, real comfortable. Love the color. They look exactly like they look on the website. Like I said, if y'all are interested in getting sneakers or anything on their website, I'll have my code listed on the screen, Asia, to get 10% off. Again, thank you so much for Poizon for sponsoring today's video. And y'all,
I also
thank
want to
you.
mention two ways about my dunks. This day I put on a bodycon dress, my green purse, and I was on my way out the door. You can dress this shoe down or dress this up. Typically when I wear tennis shoes, I'm running errands, I'm on the go. So these are two chill outfits. Again, make sure y'all use my code Asia in all caps to get 10% off anything on the website.
Thank you so much, Poizon, for sponsoring today's video. Now, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this story time. So y'all already know, in order for any of my story times to make sense, I have to give y'all a little backstory. So this happened back when I was in college. I want to say this was my sophomore year because I was working at Chick-fil-A. Y'all always say the craziest things happened my sophomore year, and I don't know what it was. Well, I do know what it was, y'all. That's when I was fresh out of a relationship, and I was just wilding all sophomore year, and then stuff was just happening, y'all. So this is when I was working at Chick-fil-A. I was single, and I remember I was trying to find a side hustle because, like I said, I worked at Chick-fil-A on Family's campus. So when campus was closed, your girl did not have a job. So I would try to do hair, sell clothes, ghetto Uber, do people home, y'all, anything you can think of. I was doing it in college. Like, your girl was a hustler. So around this time, this was when I was in my hair bag. I told y'all the story times how I was trying to do people braids, but my specialty was faux locks. I was really good at faux locks. I remember that school semester, I probably wore faux locks for a complete year. Like, y'all, I can't. That sounds so crazy, wearing one hairstyle for y'all. Don't judge me, but money was low, and that was the hairstyle I knew how to do at that time. Like, it actually paid off, because y'all know now I get paid to do like wig installs and be a hair influencer, so it ended up paying off. But anyway, at that time I was doing it because I didn't have no money. I couldn't afford to go get my hair done for people, so I would do my own hair, and faux locks was the style that I literally wore that style into the ground. I had them locks in my head for a complete year. I would change the colors and things out, but I would keep my locks in for a few months, y'all. So around this time I was working at Chick-fil-A, and I installed these faux locks in my hair. And I remember I posted a picture on Instagram around this time, and when I say this picture went up, it low-key went kind of viral. Like, people were commenting on it and just blowing me up and was asking like, who did your hair, who did your hair? And I said I did my hair because I did, y'all. And like I said, I'm not a stylist. Like, I didn't professionally do it or anything. Like, to the eye it looked good, but long term, y'all, I would have to retwist the locks maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, because they would be loosening and falling out at the roots, because like I said, I'm not a hairstylist. But everybody and their mama would be asking me about those locks. So I remember when I worked at Chick-fil-A, anytime a customer came in and it was a woman, y'all, she would be asking about those locks, and I would always tell them like, oh, I did it, but no, I don't do hair. Like, if it's a family member or a close friend, I don't mind effing you up, because we gonna fight about it and we gonna be bad friends. But if I mess up somebody else's head, y'all gonna want to sue me, and it's just a whole lot of. So I will always tell customers at Chick-fil-A like, nah, I did it, but I don't do other people's hair. So I remember it was like around, I want to say it was either Thanksgiving or Christmas, because around the holidays, campus used to be closed, money used to get kind of low, and that's when I would start looking hard for a side hustle. So I don't recall if it was Thanksgiving or Christmas, but it was around that time, y'all. It was at the end of fall semester. And this girl came into Chick-fil-A, and when I say she was gassing me, she was gassing me. Like, she kept saying like, Asia, she did know my name, because I obviously had on a name tag, y'all. But she kept saying like, girl, every time I come in here, like, I cannot not tell you how much I love your locks. She just kept gassing the locks or whatever. Fast forward, I want to say maybe like a week after actually like remembering this girl, I went into the group chat and I decided that I was gonna start doing people's lock. I posted in GroupMe, I made a little flyer and I posted that I was gonna be doing locks for free. And I was thinking that I was gonna do like 5 to 10 people head, y'all. But baby, I was wrong. Like, if you ever got faux locks done in your hair, or if you ever installed them, they literally take hours. Like, it's just a very rigorous hairstyle, y'all. It just takes so much time. It's not one of those hairstyles where you can just slap gel on somebody's hair, put it in a ponytail, take a picture, and it's cute. Like, no, it's not one of those. It's a tough hairstyle to do, but I didn't really know that at the time, because I had only did my hair. And like I said, I would do my hair in like 3 days. Like, I would be talking on the phone, I would do the edges, and then go to class with the middle not done, this weird in the bun. Like, it would take me like 3 days to do my hair. I don't know who I thought I was. I thought I was arrogant Tay or something, and thinking I could do 10 heads. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, I'm thinking at the time I was gonna do 10 people hair. I posted in GroupMe with a little flyer saying I'm doing faux locks for free, who need their faux locks done. And at the time I didn't have any clients, so I just posted pictures of my hair. And looking back, I'm gonna find my old business page. I think it was called like Local Faux Lock or something like that. I'm gonna find that old page and post it in here. And for me to not be professional, y'all, you can't tell me my locks weren't eating. Like, them locks, baby, to the eye they look professional. Like, I'm eating a girl's up with them. But at the time, I didn't want to charge anybody, because like I said, y'all, I didn't have any experience doing different texture hair, and I never did anybody hair like that in that style but my hair. So I posted on there saying that I was doing locks for free, and hit me up if you want your locks done. Let me know your availability, and then, you know, we can work something out or whatever. And then I also told them that I was going to choose the color, because like I said, I was doing the locks just to build my clientele up. So immediately when I posted that, a whole bunch of girls hit me up. I want to say it was like 25 girls, but I'm not gonna hold you, y'all. I was being choosy. Like, if I looked at their profile picture and it looked like you only had a scoop of edges, or if it looked like your hair wasn't past your ear, I was not volunteering to do your hair for free. Like, I wanted to do somebody here that was similar to my texture. Like, if your hair looked like it had a slip to it, baby, I wasn't picking you. So I was going through their page. I was typing. I was doing a lot, y'all. I was typing their name into their GroupMe name into Instagram, into Facebook, to try to figure out what type of hair they had, because I just didn't want to be bothered. Like, I wanted to do somebody hair that I knew I could do. So I was seeing this one girl, she had her hair in a natural ponytail. My hair was really thick and long at that point. So I was just like, yeah, she got enough hair. Like, I can definitely grip this, and her texture is similar to mine. I don't have to worry about the locks slipping out because she got baby doll hair. Like, I could do her hair or whatever. So I wrote the girl back and I'm like, hey, when's your availability and can you get 1B hair? Like, I want to just try 1B hair, because usually when I would do my locks, I would get like different browns and blondes, and I would do all different colors, y'all. So I wanted to do something basic on somebody else. So she's like, oh, I'm available today. And I'm just like, hey, baby, hold on. We just started messaging. Hold on. And this should have been my sign right here that she was a freeloader. Oh, y'all, I didn't even give her a name, and we already like 10 minutes into the story time. So the name of the girl that we're talking about, we're gonna call her freeloader. Before I call her that, let me make sure that's the right name. Hey Google, what's a freeloader?
A freeloader is someone who exploits chances to get free stuff whenever possible.
Yeah, y'all, freeloader gonna be her name. That's exactly who she was. So she writes me and she's like, oh, I can come today because I don't recall exactly what it was, y'all, but she said that she had something planned or something coming up, so she wanted me to do her hair like ASAP. And it was just like, girl, how was you gonna get your hair done? Like, how was you gonna wear your hair to this very important event? It was like a recital, or I think she, to be honest, y'all, because later she ended up being a Zelsa, so I think she was crossing, or it was something important. She needed her hair done, and it was kind of ironic because she was saying like, I need my hair done like pronto, and it's just like, you didn't know how you was gonna wear your hair. You know, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, how are you rushing me to do your hair for the free for this said event when you knew that you needed your hair done before this event, before I even posted this? I had just posted it, y'all. Nonetheless, y'all, I digress. I wrote her, I'm like, hey, I can't do your hair today, but I can do your hair tomorrow. And ironically, y'all, the girl who I chose, it was the girl that will always compliment me at Chick-fil-A. And I don't think she knew it was me at that time, but I don't know, y'all. I don't think she knew it was me, even though I posted pictures of me. Or she probably was plotting. She probably didn't know it was me. But nonetheless, she didn't mention anything about me being the girl at Chick-fil-A, but I did peep from her profile picture that it was the girl that will always compliment me anytime she would come into Chick-fil-A. So I give her my address. I tell her what type of hair to get. I tell her that I already have rubber bands and jam. And like I said, in the flyer, I already put that it was free and I'm just trying to build my clientele up or whatever. So that's why I'm doing it. So keep in mind, during our conversation, freeloader, she kept writing me and she was just like, are you sure it's free? Like, I just want to confirm, is it free? Is it free? She wrote this like 2 times within like the 5, maybe within like 5 messages back and forth. She would put in parentheses like, is it free? And it's just like, girl, is the sun yellow? Yes, I said it was free in the post or whatever. So I told her what to bring. She pulls up to my house the next day. She has 2 packs of hair. Mind you, y'all, I'm doing a full head of faux lock. So this was the first red flag that mama's was on something, that she was a freeloader, y'all, because she came to my crib with just 2 packs of hair. And immediately, like, when I opened her bag, I'm thinking like, where's the rest of the hair at or whatever? And I'm like, hey, like, did you want jumbo locks or whatever? And she was just like, oh no, I already had some of the hair that I used at the time was called Jamaican twist hair, y'all. She's like, oh no, I already had 2 packs of Jamaican twist hair. I thought this was gonna be enough. And I didn't want to be confrontational, y'all, so I'm just like, no, I said that you're gonna need a minimum of 5 packs of hair, because that's typically how much packs of hair I use, y'all. And like I said, she had the similar thickness, length, and hair texture as my hair, so I already knew how many packs of hair she needed. I should have sent her back to the hair store right then and there, but y'all, I didn't think about it. I thought it was like an honest mistake. Like, she thought maybe she got 5 confused with 2. Like, I really thought it was an honest mistake. But looking back, y'all, she was a freeloader. Like, she was trying to pity pinch on the hair. And I ain't gonna hold you, back at, when was that? That was like 2017. Those Jamaican twist packs of hair was $10.99, so she probably didn't want to go buy no more hair. But anyway, I should have sent her on her way, but I didn't, y'all. I was nice and I was just like, oh, it's okay, because I have some hair left over. It's not 1B, but it's 1. It pretty much will do. So she's like, yeah, that's fine. Use whatever you have. Like, I don't really mind it. So again, y'all, I sit her down. I already have the TV on. I have snacks and water ready for my guests. And she looks at me before I even get to part her hair. Like, I'm about to part her hair, y'all. She turns around and she looks at me and she's just like, you sure this free? This free, right? And I'm like, yeah, girl, this is free. And well, I guess this is not important, but I'm gonna mention it anyway, y'all. Once she got to my house, that's when she realized that I was the girl from Chick-fil-A, and she was just like, oh my gosh, I manifested this, I prayed for this, because I always say that I would love for you to do my hair, and now you doing my hair for free. Like, that's so crazy. Like, God listened to my prayers. She didn't say exactly that, y'all, but she said something along the lines, and she was just like, I manifested this. Like, oh my gosh. Like, she made a really big deal about me being the girl that worked at Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, yeah, that is crazy. Like, I thought it was ironic that I saw your picture and you're the one that's always complimenting me about my hair. Like, crazy, like, you know, small world or whatever. So I'm getting ready to do her hair. She looks back at me again and she's like, are you sure this is free? I'm like, yeah, it's free or whatever. Like, there's no fee for my time. Like, everything is free. All you needed to do is bring your own hair, and you couldn't even do that. I ain't say that, y'all, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm parting her hair. I'm doing her hair. I can't even get through the first part of faux locking. You know, you have to braid the hair down and then you wrap the hair around it. As I'm doing her hair, y'all, she kept putting her hands in her hair. Like, I can't even completely braid because I'm braiding up her finger. Like, I'm going like this and her finger is inside the braid because she keep putting her hand in her braid. And it was to the point where I had to keep telling her, like, hey, can you look forward? I know what I'm doing. Like, she kept asking me, like, how big are the boxes, because I don't want them too big. And she kept making all of these suggestions and stuff, and it's just like, girl, you come in here to get your hair done for free. Why you you know what I mean? Like, why you talking? Like, why you even saying anything about how I'm doing your hair when you come in here to get a free hairdo or whatever? So, y'all, I want to say I'm like 2 hours into doing her hair. I don't got nothing done but 4 or 5. No, I don't want to say 5. I want to say, I know I ain't had more than 10 faux locks done, y'all. I really regretted it. And people that braid, I see why they charge $1,000, $2,000. I ain't gonna hold you. Them soldiers, like, if you braid and you stand on your feet for hours and hours, baby, the money is deserved, y'all. And at this time, I never done anybody hair in faux locks, so I'm thinking like, oh, this is gonna be an easy job. This is definitely gonna be worth the clientele. But y'all, no, I should have just winged it and charged her. And it was even crazier. At that time, for the faux locks that I was doing, I was only planning on charging $7 a head. So I'm happy that I did get this experience. But anyway, I'm doing her hair. Every 2 to 3 minutes, she keep putting her fingers in her head. I'm telling her to stop putting her fingers in her head. While I'm doing her hair, she's talking and she's telling me about the event she was going to. I don't want to say it was a crossing, y'all, but I know it was something that had to do with like a sorority. I don't know if it was her coming out, or I don't know if it was like a meeting. It was something along those lines. I really can't recall, but I just remember her telling me a little bit about that, saying that she's getting her hair done and she had just got her nails done. And y'all, I visually remember her nails because, like I said, she just kept putting her fingers in her hair. Her nails were ugly AF. Like, the nails were not cute at all. It was kind of like, y'all know those nails where they look like they they look like the jeans. Y'all know the wide-legged gacho jeans that we would have? That's kind of how her nails were. Like, they was wide and kind of fat at the top. They were lumpy. And I'm only recalling this, y'all, because it's a part of the story. Like, I'm being very descriptive when it comes to the nails. Like, the nails were ugly. They looked like the wide-legged, the gacho jeans. That's what she had on. She had on gacho jeans, but on her fingers. So she's talking that she get her nails done. She was saying she's getting her lashes filled. Like, she's talking about the event. She's saying how excited she was. And I'm just like, oh, well, like, I hope you get it or whatever. We're talking about that. And the whole time while I'm doing her hair, I'm getting more and more comfortable with her. And I'm starting to talk to her like she my homegirl. And I'm like, girl, I'm going to start popping your hands because you keep putting your hands in your hair. She was just like, I just can't wait till it gets done. Like, this is my dream hairstyle. I always wanted these, but I could never afford them. Like, God really did his big one with this. But like, she just kept boosting me up or whatever, which, you know, I was hyping it up at the time because I'm like, dang, I'm happy somebody, the way I was thinking at that time, I was like, dang, I'm happy somebody that was really appreciative of the style actually got the style or whatever, because she was saying it was her dream hairstyle. Like, she didn't say she had the hairstyle on her vision board, but y'all, she pretty much had the hairstyle on her vision board the way she kept talking about these locks. So I'm doing her hair. Mind you, another 4 hours passed by, and now I'm like, I want to say I'm like 6 hours into doing her hair, and I still have a head to go, y'all. I'm regretting it. Like, I'm trying to find any reason for us to run out of hair. I'm not even gonna hold you, y'all. I'm waiting for that moment just to be like, hey honey, can you please just come back tomorrow because we ran out of hair, like the hair store closed. But y'all, when that moment finally did come, the hair store was still open. Like, I was praying. I'm not even gonna hold you, I'm dead wrong, but I was praying that the hair store was closing, y'all, because I was just so tired of standing on my feet doing her hair. Like, I had really overestimated how much energy and how long it was taking to do her hair. So fast forward, I want to say it was literally like 30 minutes before the hair store was going to close. Eventually, we did end up running out of my hair, the 1B hair and the number 1 hair. We end up running out of the hair, and I'm like, can you run to the store to get some more hair, because the hair store is about to close. But I waited until the hair completely was gone, y'all, because I really just wanted to tell her, like, I'll see you tomorrow because I'm tired or whatever. So the hair ends up running out. I'm telling her, can you run to the hair store? A freeloader looks at me and she was just like, you sure you don't have no more hair? Like, you don't got no more hair? And I'm just like, I have more hair, but the color hair that I have is blonde and like browns and rays. Like, it's not gonna look good. So she looks at me and she's like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. And she turns back around with that little finger, with them bow-legged fingers in her head going like this, touching. She's like, yeah, you don't have that much left. You can go ahead and do it with the blonde. So I'm looking at her thinking like, no, because all I have is 1 pack of blonde left, and I had like 1 red, y'all, and I had like 1 orange. Like, she was gonna be looking like Trippy Red if I mixed all those colors in her hair. Like, I really didn't want to do that. So I'm like, no, I don't have enough blonde. Like, if it was blonde and blonde, I possibly would have done it, but I told her I didn't have enough hair. So this girl is saying anything in her power for me to just go ahead and be like, yeah, I can use all the hair that I had. Mind you, this is my hair that I paid for with my own money. The packs was $10 at that time. So I'm like, no, I don't want it to look like that. And then 2, I didn't want to use those packs of hair, y'all, just simply because she was my clientele. Like, I'm gonna also use her to promote me doing faux locks and showing my work. So why would I want to mix like 4 different colors in your hair? Like, that's ugly. No one's gonna want that. So I'm telling her like, no girl, you're gonna have to run to the store. By the time I end up convincing her to go to the store, telling her like, we're not gonna have enough hair, it's like 5 minutes before the store is about to close. And she's like, all right, come on, can you take me? And I look at her and I'm like, how did you get here? And by this time, y'all, I'm not really talking to her like a client anymore. I'm talking to her like we homegirls, because we hadn't spent the last 7 hours together. So at this point, we sisters. Like, I'm like, girl, how did you get here? She was just like, I Uber, but I don't want to go Uber because that's extra money. Like, I have things to do. I don't want to. That's exactly how she said. She just kept like going back and forth. She's like, I don't really want to spend money on an Uber. Can you just take me? And honestly, I'm gonna have to wait for the Uber. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take you. So I get my keys, I put on my sandals, y'all. I go downstairs and I'm literally doing 80 to the hair store. There's literally a hair store in the plaza right next to my apartment complex. So we made it, y'all, but I'm doing 80, taking her to the hair store. I wait in the car. She goes into the hair store and I'm in the car and I'm just, y'all, I'm praying to God that they closed the store early. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, we had like probably like 2 minutes before we got to the actual hair store. So I'm thinking like, I hope they just close the store, because like I said, y'all, I was tired, I was hangry. When I do people hair, I do not eat while I'm doing their hair. So I was fatigued as hell. So she goes into the hair store. She comes out the hair store, y'all. Why this girl come out the hair store with it wasn't braiding hair, but it was basically the next best thing to braiding hair. So I look and I'm just like, they didn't have the Jamaican braid? And she's like, no. And I look at her because that's my hair store. I run to the hair store, like, at this time, I used to run to the hair store like 5 times a week. So I know they got the Jamaican hair on deck. Like, they got the Jamaican braid hair in there. So I'm like, and she's like, well, they had it in there, but it was $10.99. Like, I ain't wanna pay that. You can't just use this. So I look at her and I'm just like, I'm gonna make it work, but why you didn't get the Jamaican hair? She was just like, girl, I didn't want to pay that. If I would have got 3 more packs, that would have been like $30. And I'm on a budget. Like, I ain't really gonna pay that. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to make it work. And at that time, y'all, I kind of just wanted to get done doing her hair, because by her putting her fingers in her hair so much, she probably extended this being like originally I was expecting it to take 4 hours for me to do her hair. It ended up taking me like, I want to say 8 hours to do her hair. And mind you, at this point, we're like 6 hours into the hair store. Into me doing her hair. So I honestly just wanted her to go home. I wanted this whole experience to be over. But anyway, y'all, we get back to my house. I think I'm on like the last row of doing her hair. And at this point, the whole time she keep putting got your fingernails in the hair, and I keep tapping her finger like, girl, it's gonna be cute or whatever. She's moving her head left to right. She's on Snapchat, on Instagram, like just doing the most when it comes to getting her hair done. I finally finished her hair, and I'm not gonna hold you. If I can, I'm gonna look for the pictures of how her hair looked. You can kind of tell that it was two different textures hair. Like you can tell that the hair that she chose, the cheap hair, it was made out of like plastic. That's kind of how it looked instead of like fibers. It looked terrible, y'all. Like it was like plastic looking and shiny in the front, like baby doll hair, and in the back it mimicked more of like human hair or whatever. But the hairstyle was cute. I did my big one or whatever, but you can kind of like tell that it was two different types of hair that was used. So right when I get ready to leave, she looks at me again, and she was just like, oh my gosh, like I don't owe you anything. Like, you sure this is free? And I'm just like, yeah, it's free, but if you want to tip me, you can do that. Mind you, it took me like 8-9 hours to do her hair, y'all. And I'm picking up like the plastic bags or whatever, and I'm cleaning up my living room because there's literally hair everywhere. So I'm like, you can tip me, but I'm not looking at her when I'm saying this. Like, I'm picking up the bags. So I'm like, you can tip me. She's just like, oh my gosh, like I love my hair. Totally disregard me saying you can tip me, and I bust out laughing because I'm like, whoa. Like, it kind of felt like when a man asks you like, what's your shoe size or what's your favorite color, and then the next time you see him, you expected him to pop up with shoes or something that's your favorite color, and he pops up empty-handed. Like, why ask if you're not going, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I was feeling. I kind of like side-eyed her because I'm like, you kept asking, was it really free? And you talking about how much you love the service, and I tell you you can tip, and you do the opposite of that. Like, you grab your stuff and you leave. And mind you, y'all, I should have charged her for the extra hair. I should have charged her for the gas money to go in. I was honestly just happy for her to be done with her hair to get out of my house. Fast forward, I want to say like 2 days after this situation, again, I'm working at Chick-fil-A. She loves her hair, and I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to promoting, she was a good client. Like, she was promoting me, she was tagging my business page. Probably half of my followers on that page probably came for her because she told everybody and her mama that I did her hair. I'm gonna give her credit for that because I didn't require that. All I wanted to do was take pictures of her and post it just to build my portfolio. I didn't require her to promote me, like, I didn't require all of that. I know a lot of people that do free services and they require you to pay a sit-in fee and do all this extra stuff and come with your makeup done. Like, I didn't require any of that, y'all. So she did that on her own. But anyway, y'all, after that situation, I ain't want to see homegirl again. Like, when she would come to Chick-fil-A, they would be like, freeloader on her way. Baby, I'm going to the back. Like, I don't want to see you for a good week. I was on the fry station after that situation, y'all. But anyway, fast forward 2 to 3 days after that, I'm on the gram and I see the nails, y'all. I see the bell bottoms, the gacho, the thick bottoms, the heavy foot nails. I see the thick nails on my feed. And my friend is posting it because at the time my friend also was doing nails. So immediately, y'all, when I say I almost broke a nail calling her number, I'm like, bitch, freeloader was in your chair? You did freeloader nails? Who nails you did? Like, I'm calling her like that. And she was just like, freeloader. Obviously, she didn't remember the girl name, y'all. So she's like, freeloader. And I'm like, yeah, she light skin. She's like, for a real petite, anything free. Like, y'all, I'm describing freeloader to my friend, and she's just like, oh yeah, you talking about her? I did that set on a few people, and I kind of was tickled, y'all, because I'm not gonna lie, the set was atrocious. Didn't tell my friend her work was ugly and it needed a little help. The nails were terrible. When I found out that it was her nails, I kept hysterically laughing on the phone because how terrible the nails were. Like, they was textured, they wasn't cute at all. And then before I can even tell my friend, we gonna call my friend, let's call her Potato Chip. Before I can even tell Potato Chip about freeloader and all the stuff I went through with her doing her hair, I didn't even get to tell her that I did her hair. Immediately, she's just like, oh my gosh, that was the worst client. Freeloader was like terrible. And I'm like, what happened? So she starts telling me how she's building her clientele. Like, she was working on her nails at the time, and she had a sitting fee of $25. She didn't charge them for anything. She just charged him for a sitting fee, and I don't really know what a sitting fee was. This was honestly my first time being introduced to a sitting fee. Like I said, y'all, that was around the time where I was getting into my hair bag. I didn't know people did work for collateral. Like, I didn't know about any of that, y'all. So my friend basically tells me that she charges her a sitting fee just for her time or whatever, but she's not paying for the actual service of getting her nails done. And she said it took her 4 hours to do her nails, because after every nail, she's literally like looking at the nail, like criticizing the nail, like critiquing the nail, like she's saying whatever. Mind you, this is basically a free service. My friend is only charging her $25. So my friend says the entire time while she's doing her nails, mind you, it took her 3 hours to do her nails. After every nail, she's like eyeballing the nail, like, is it perfect? You would have thought she was paying $100, the prices that we pay now for the nails, the way she was criticizing the nails, y'all. So my friend is telling me, well, let me just call her Potato Chip. Potato Chip is saying after every single nail, the girl is like, can you fix that? Can you go over that? And I'm not gonna hold you. The nails needed some help. Like, it looked like a 5-year-old did the nails. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give Freeloader that. The nails did need some help, but they was $25. Like, you get what you pay for or whatever. So she says that when she finally finishes doing her nails, Freeloader is like, honestly, I don't feel comfortable with paying for this, because like, I don't even like this. Like, these are terrible. Like, I hate them. Like, I'm gonna take them off or whatever. I'm gonna have to go pay to get these soaked, so I don't really want to, like, I don't want to pay for it or whatever. So Potato Chip tells me that they kind of go back and forth, and she was just like, yeah, but I told you I'm working on it, and I'm practicing on people, and I'm just charging you a sitting fee of $25 just for my time. Like, it took me 3 hours to do your nails. I set up everything. I use my equipment. Like, I'm not even charging you for that. I'm literally just charging you for my time. Like, that's less than like $10 an hour. Like, I'm literally just charging for my time, and you agree that you would pay me. Excuse me. So Freeloader is just like, yeah, but these are terrible. Like, you can literally cut these off. So my friend's like, all right, bet, I'm gonna go ahead and cut them off. So she says that she's looking for her clippers to start cutting the nails off, and Freeloader hops up and she's just like, you know what, don't even worry about it. I'm finna go get them soaked off. And she basically leaves her apartment all mad or whatever about the nails, and she's complaining about the nails. And she even says, like, when she's getting into her car, she can hear her talking about these nails, complaining about the nails or whatever. And then the whole time what she's saying is, I'm laughing because I'm still stuck on the fact that it was Potato Chip that did these nails, and the nails was terrible. But at the same time, I'm supporting my friend. I'm just like, yeah, friend, she wrong. She could have paid for that. And then my friend is also asking me, like, Asia, when did you do her hair? And I'm like, girl, I did her hair like yesterday. She's like, well, I did her nails like a week ago. And I'm like, girl, she still got them bell-bottom nails on. Like, this, it's crazy how she was so mad and upset about the nails that you was really getting ready to cut off, and you didn't want to pay for the sitting fee. But you know what I mean? Like, how are you mad about these nails? Like, you so angry about these nails. These nails are so atrocious. You finna go get them soaked off immediately, like expeditiously. But baby, you didn't take them off. It's a whole week later and you still got the bell-bottom nails on. And then I even told her, like, as my friend is telling me the story, I'm recalling her saying that she's getting her lashes done, she's getting all these services done for an event that she's going to. So I'm like, friend, she's definitely not taking the nails off. Like, she loved the nails. Like, I don't know what's her problem. She just didn't want to pay for the nails. So that happens or whatever. I tell her about her being a terrible client, how long it took me to do her hair, and then I send her pictures of her hair, and we kind of just laugh it off, and we just like, yeah, she's an opportunist. Like, we thinking that's the end of that or whatever. And like I said, I didn't have any beef with the girl. The girl would come to Chick-fil-A, I would still put extra salt on her fries. Like, you know, I didn't do anything to her food or anything. Y'all, we good, we Gucci. Fast forward to, like, I want to say the following week, I'm in GroupMe heavy at this time, simply because I'm promoting my faux locks. By this time, I think it has to be either Thanksgiving or Christmas break at this time, because I just remember I'm out of work at this time, and I'm also out of class at this time. And I'm in the GroupMe, and someone is promoting getting their eyelashes done or whatever. They're doing fills, and they were doing fills for collateral. Like, they were exchanging a service to get the eyebrows filled. Who do we see? Y'all guess. I'll give y'all $1 if you can guess who we see in a telling the girl that's promoting her lash business to check her DMs, like reply back to her. She's adding the girl page. I don't know what the lash page, we just gonna call the lash Big Quackers Lash Mink Lashes or something like that, y'all. So she's commenting, she's like, at Big Quacker Lashes, please check your DM or whatever. So I see that. I recall sending a screenshot of that, and I'm sending it to Potato Chip, and I'm like, look, this girl trying to get another freestyle. Like it's crazy. Like, you want a free outfit, you want free lashes, you want everything is free. And I'm still bothered by the fact that you didn't want to pay my friend $25 sitting fee, but you over here trying to get another freestyle. Fast forward, like I said, it's Christmas break at this time, and I don't know what it is, but when it get cold in Tallahassee, or around the time that it get cold, my little hoopty will always go out on me. My hoopty goes out on me, and I think I had to like save up like $700 to get my car fixed. So now I'm taking Ubers. If you're not new here, you know what the ghetto Ubers are. It's Uber, but it's through GroupMe. It's not through the actual Uber app. So this particular day, I call a ghetto Uber, and you know, if you know, you know. Like, if you take a ghetto Uber, you can end up on a high-speed chase. You can end up at somebody's mama house. You can end up on your third stop on a 5-minute trip. Like, you can end up in the car with 10 other people. Like, there's no telling what's gonna happen with the ghetto Uber or whatever. So this particular day, I can't even speak. But y'all, this particular day, I'm in a ghetto Uber, and guess what? Something ghetto was happening. The guy picks me up, and I think he's literally taking me from like the south side to the north side, because that's where I live. I live by I-10 at this time. I don't remember who house I was leaving or what was going on. I just recall calling a ghetto Uber. I get in my ghetto Uber, and I remember he made a stop or whatever. He's just like, oh, I'm about to make a stop really quick. And y'all, my ghetto Uber was a drug. Can I say that on here? I'm gonna say he was a D dealer, because y'all know how YouTube be tripping. So he's a D dealer, and at the time, y'all, I'm not even surprised, because I can give y'all a whole series of things that has happened when I was taking ghetto Ubers or whatever. So I don't even bat my eyelid. But he was like, I have a stop really quick. I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, do what you do. Like, that's the cost that you pay when you take in a ghetto Uber. Excuse me. So I'm in the back seat of this Uber. He pulls into somebody's apartment complex, and he's doing a D exchange, y'all. A girl hops in the car. Guess who the girl is, y'all? Just guess who the girl is. The girl is Freeloader. She hops in the car, and they do a little exchange or whatever of the goods. And as soon as I see her, she doesn't notice me, but I seen her walking into the car. He has dark tints, so when she got in the car, I don't even think she knew that I was in the car. Like, she got in the car, I see him, he basically puts what do you want to call it? I don't even know what you can say on here and you cannot say on YouTube, because YouTube be tripping. But I'm gonna just say he puts the D on the scale, shows her it, he wraps it up, he gives it to her. And when I see her, I look over and I'm like, girl, wasn't you just in a group me asking for somebody to pay your tuition, and you buying D? Like, why are you buying D right now? And she's just like, oh, yeah, I am. I'm just like so stressed out. I be going through things. I just need some to relieve me. And y'all, it's so crazy that I even said this, because I'm such a non-confrontational person, but it was just all the other things that led up to this. Like, you ripped off my friend, and you trying to rip off other people, telling them that you need money to pay your tuition, but you in a D exchange right now. Like, how are you buying D and you ask the people to pay your tuition? Like, those two things don't go together. Like, you should be spending all your money on this. So I'm kind of being I'm not even gonna hold you, y'all. I'm being very combative with the girl. I'm just like, you was just in a group chat asking people to help you pay your tuition, but you over here doing a D exchange. So she's just like, yeah, but I'm just so stressed out. It's just a gram. Like, it's just $10, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right. And I don't say anything else. I don't say anything, because like I said, I'm just trying to get home, and I'm kind of putting the driver, I'm putting him in an awkward situation, because it's just like, why you start a mess and you in my car? So after she says that she just needs to relieve stress, and she's so stressed out with school and all of this other stuff, I I call it, I don't say anything else. I sit back and I don't know, y'all, probably text potato chip and was telling her about it, because I did tell her about it later. But I'm just like, all right, cool, or whatever. They do their exchange, and when she gets out the car, D's dealer is like, why you confronting her? Like, why did you say that? So I'm telling him the whole rundown about how she did my friend, about how she put this whole elaborated text inside of the group chat saying how she needed help paying her tuition. Also, y'all, I realized that I messed up the timeline just a little bit, but I'm just gonna go back. After the situation with her ripping off my friend, Potato Chip sends me this long paragraph, and it's basically a screenshot of, what did I name her? Freeloader. It's Freeloader saying that in order for her to attend school for her spring semester, she has a balance of like $5,000 that needs to be paid to her tuition because she no longer has financial aid. She lost it due to her, I think it was due to her being like on academic probation or something like that, y'all. So she had made this GoFundMe and asked if anybody can donate to her. She would just gladly appreciate it or whatever. So my friend tells me about this, and I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, you're basically telling me that you were raising money to be in this organization, and now you're saying that you don't even have money to pay your tuition. Like, you're asking people on a public platform to help you pay your tuition. So I see that, and I'm just like, all right, like, that's crazy. And me and my friend, we talk about it, and that's literally it. Like, see that, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if this girl is still like freeloading and doing all of this crazy stuff, because like, I don't know, y'all, it was crazy. The measures she would take to get stuff for free is just insane. Like, she had got her lashes done for free, she got her nails done, she got her hair done. Like, baby, she got the whole aesthetic done for $0.99. She didn't even pay my friend. But anyway, yeah, y'all, that's the story time on the time that I encountered a freeloader. If y'all want the ghetto Uber, well, I don't want to say series, because I can think of like two off top. I think I already told y'all some of the ghetto Uber story times. But if y'all want that, let me know, because them Ubers used to be crazy. Like, thinking back now, the fact that I was hopping in people cars with no identification, no background check, y'all, no nothing, just hopping in random man car just to save a few dollars, because I couldn't afford the real Uber at that time. But anyway, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next story time. Peace.